What's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Welcome to a late night edition of Breaking the NBA. So yes, there was so much news going on that I simply could not wait until the morning to discuss it. Ja Morant, who of course is a college player but a future, top 2, top 3 pick in the 2019 NBA draft, just had himself a triple-double for Murray State as they beat Marquette 83-64. Now this triple-double, guys, he dropped 17 points, 15 assists, and 10 rebounds. I mean, he's just looking like exactly what you want outside of your NBA point guard, to lead your franchise to an NBA championship, essentially. Like, this guy was everywhere on the court. He was doing everything, man. He was making shots. He was getting players involved. He was rebounding the basketball. And I actually asked you guys on my Twitter account, at KrispyFlakes2K, to give me your player comparisons for Ja Morant. And this is what you guys said. We had somebody saying Russell Westbrook / John Wall, but a better shooter. We have this Black Mike Trout saying John Wall is the closest. SCG said Donovan Mitchell / Russell Westbrook. Morani Hopkins said John Wall / Russell. We got Kenneth Hayes saying Westbrook with better shooting. King saying a taller Damian Lillard with Westbrook's passing ability. We have another Russell with a jumper. We have a De'Aaron Fox, D Rose, a slimmer Damian Lillard. Another Dollar Dame out there, a more efficient and smarter Westbrook. And we have D Rose, and that was the answers I received so far. So yeah, man, in my opinion, Ja Morant, what do I see him as? I was kind of seeing more of John Wall, but like I said, with a better jump shot, just like the passing abilities, because as great as Russell Westbrook is, I don't always want to compare every single player that gets a triple-double to Russell Westbrook, just because, I don't know, man, to me, that's just an unrealistic ceiling to give somebody just based off of triple-doubles. I mean, come on, man, they do other stuff out there too. So I'm going to say probably John Wall is my best comparison, just based off his body and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below, who do you think Ja Morant mostly resembles? And as far as a team for him to join, what team do you want to see him go to the most? I'm kind of thinking the Phoenix Suns, if you can get Zion, that's great, but you guys do have a lot of front court players already and forwards and stuff. So all I'm saying, you guys need a point guard, and him and Devin Booker, oh my god, man, that would be absolutely insane. In other crazy time news, something happened that I never thought to see would happen ever again. Jimmer Fredette. You want to talk about March Madness and college basketball? Jimmer Fredette is back in the NBA. We do know that he's been beasting, in the China League for a long time now. He just signed a 2-year contract with the Phoenix Suns. So in the Chinese League this season, he was averaging 36 points, about 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 to 3 steals per game, and shooting about 42% from 3 in 45 games, and about 40 minutes per game. So you got to keep in mind too, other guys that are dominating this league is Pierre Jackson, who's putting up about 40 points per game. You got Dantas Majonis, who's played for the Houston Rockets, averaging, 14 rebounds. Jason Thompson, 15 rebounds. Pierre Jackson, 9 assists. So, I mean, in the end of the day, you can definitely not, you can't base their Chinese success and have that correlate with their NBA success in any way. Yes, Jimmer will be fun to watch. I hope he does get some actual good minutes out there, at least 20 minutes per game. But at the same time, he's going to have the same issues that he had when he originally played in the NBA. And that is his jump shot is very slow. Yes, it's lethal when he gets it off, but I mean, he cocks it down really low and goes up with it, and it's just so slow, and he's only 6 foot tall or something like that. So, I mean, the chances of him really sticking around, I'm not sure, man. It is a 2-year contract with, I believe, 1 year being a team option, so he'll at least finish up this season with the Phoenix Suns, and it's not like the team's doing anything anyway, so if anything, it will sell some tickets. I know I would watch that game. I want to see Jimmer play out there, man, and he's going to have some chances to go out there because Tyler Johnson's really the only other point guard on the team. Now, I'm thinking the best way to run it is to give the ball to Devin Booker and let him handle the offense and just have Jimmer play off ball. Probably the way to go, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about Jimmer being back in the NBA? We also have quite a few injuries that were just announced tonight. Kelly Oubre of the Phoenix Suns is going to be out for the rest of the season with a thumb injury. He's going to have surgery on that. It's going to take 4 to 6 weeks, so we all know their season's going to be done by that time anyway. But yeah, he has been absolutely fantastic since the All-Star break and being inserted into the starting lineup. He's averaging 20 points and 6 rebounds per game. So, I mean, he's a restricted free agent. I think it's kind of a smart move based off his part because he is ending the season with such great numbers. And having thumb surgery is not a huge deal out there where teams are going to be whoa, man, we got to stay away from that thumb out there. No, he's ending the season with great numbers. There's no risk at that. and he's restricted. So some team out there is probably going to throw him a lot of money. As far as the Phoenix Suns matching that, I don't really see them paying too much because of having guys like Josh Jackson and TJ Warren on the team, and especially if they go for Zion Williamson too. That's just too many forwards on one squad. But man, 20.6 rebounds, that's definitely nothing to play around with. He's going to make a team very happy one of these days, guys, and it's just a matter of how much you're willing to pay for him. The Minnesota Timberwolves are also going in full-on tank mode. They're shutting down 3 of their players in Derrick Rose, Jeff Teague, and Robert Covington. So Covington has missed the last 34 games while recovering from a right knee bone bruise. So, of course, he's been shut down for a while here now. Rose has missed the past 4 games while experiencing soreness and swelling in his right elbow. An MRI taken Tuesday revealed a chip fracture in a loose body in this elbow. Teague has missed the past 4 games with aggravating a left foot injury originally suffered in December. On Tuesday, Teague received an injection designed to treat chronic inflammation. He will wear a boot and is scheduled to be reevaluated in about 3 weeks. So unfortunately, this does shut down the saga of the great season for Derrick Rose. I mean, do you guys still think he has a chance to win that 6th Man of the Year award? I do kind of fear that now he's not going to play like the last, 10 games of the season, that he probably does not have a chance for that award. Although at the same time, there's probably people out there that don't think he was going to win it anyway, or even the Most Improved award. You know, one of those things you was thinking that Derrick Rose could have potentially got, but it seems like with this happening, I don't know, man. I feel like his chances are kind of slim to none. But at the same time, I'm very curious what happens with D Rose this NBA offseason if he comes back to the Timberwolves, or if he gets like a decent contract out there to be a starter for another team. Ideally, I do want to see him continuing to come off the bench just because I feel like that will allow him to kind of be like more selective when he's actually out there on the court, and just like a better way to stay healthy. So just a quick note right here. We all know that Marcus Smart was ejected for shoving down Joel Embiid against the Boston Celtics 76ers game. It was just reported that Marcus Smart just was fined $50,000. Can you imagine losing $50,000 for just pushing a guy down? But at the same time, I mean, he makes a lot of money. So for him, yeah, that's the type of like find that, wow, this kind of sucks. But at the same time, I'm thinking he's probably a little bit happier, kind of smirking on the inside that he got a chance to knock down Joel. So roughly a week or so ago, Klay Thompson called out the Oracle Arena fans just about them not really being like hyped for the games or anything like that for the Golden State Warriors. Just kind of saying they're just, they're not bringing it, so it's hard to get up for games that the fans are not excited about. Klay Thompson just released a new statement about that. He says, at the end of the day, the love from the media and fans can be fickle just because it's so game to game, Thompson said. We live in a time where it's, what have you done for me lately? You can't get caught up in the love right now. I think that is such a true statement from Klay Thompson out there. I used actually on my Twitter account about Ja Morant, if he would have done really bad in that game against Marquette, like for whatever reason, because obviously we don't all watch every single Murray State game. If he would have did like bad on a national performance, us NBA fans, we've been talking about how much of a bust Ja Morant was going to be. And, don't draft Ja. But because he had that one good game, people are saying he's a superstar, right? So I feel like it's the same case in the NBA where it's like, one game Klay Thompson can be dropping 37 points in the quarter. The next, maybe the Golden State Warriors are on a little bit of a losing streak and the fans are not getting into it. Just very fickle. A very good way to put it. So a bit of a serious note right here, guys. Kevin Durant's adopted brother, Clifford Dixon, was shot fatally at a bar in Atlanta. And I just want to say, I know we all have our opinions on certain players in the NBA when it comes to basketball, but when such a sickening, horrible situation like this happens, you got to put the basketball stuff aside. I know I've criticized Kevin Durant here on my channel, but let me just say straight up, man, that I am with him as a human being. I mean, this is just such a horrible situation to go down. My thoughts and prayers are with him and his family to get through this terrible, terrible time. It's just, you read this stuff and you're just like, man, what is happening with mankind? Like, why can't we all just get along and be happy and just live in a peaceful world? But unfortunately, just things like this happen, guys, on the daily. So Kevin Durant, I know I've said things about you in the past when it comes to basketball. My thoughts about you as an actual person away from the sport do not reflect that in any way. I'm hoping the best for you and your family, and God bless. So that does end the evening edition of Breaking the NBA. I really hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm absolutely loving making these. I know they don't perform as nicely as like my 2K videos normally do, but I will say, man, with your love and support on this channel, the sky is the limit, essentially. Like, you guys, the support, the comments you guys make really just make my day. So I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to make these videos for you and for you watching and supporting. You guys have no idea, like, I wake up, I think about this all day. I'm thinking every single day, like, how can I make this even better? and it's really brought a new passion to me as far as sports coverage, YouTube, and basketball in general. So guys, thank you all so much for that. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you want some more evening editions, drop that like on this video. And until next time, peace out, my friends.